Good morning and welcome to Redcliffe, Queensland. Today we'll be walking from jetty to jetty. We'll be starting at Woody Point Jetty and walking around to Redcliffe Jetty. We will start our walk this morning at Woody Point Jetty. This is the rowing sculpture just opposite the jetty. There's been a few reconstructions of this jetty. The latest was completed in 2009 and is now 240 metres long and 6 metres wide. Did you know that Woody Point Jetty has been upgraded 3 times? The first jetty was completed in 1882 and was only about 177 metres long and just over a metre wide. Later in 1889 the jetty was extended to 213 metres. The jetty has always been a popular spot for fishing. These are some great shady spots for the fishermen. Over there is the Brisbane port. The second Woody Point Jetty opened in 1922. It was a popular fishing spot even then. So there's one electric light bulb or the jetty.
What is happening?
So Woody Point is historically the landing point for Matthew Flinders. Matthew Flinders, you might ask? He was the first UK explorer that apparently circumnavigated and discovered Australia. We are walking back down the jetty towards Jetty Square Park. That tree's growing in a weird shape.
What is that?
Jetty timeline. First constructed in 1881. Let's have a closer look at this boat sculpture again. Some cool photos from back in the day. Oh, these are cute. Pelican bike racks. Who's Matthew Flinders? Navigator, hydrographer and scientist who first navigated Australia. We now want to find the path to walk around the beach to Redcliffe Jetty. There was no path there.
Staying on every 5 minutes and getting all you can see in the whole way is snow.
We'll now walk through the township and find our way back down to the beach another way. Looks like there's a bit of construction going on here.
Lots of building going on.
Probably some more apartments. Wouldn't they have a wonderful view of the beach? Over the fence we should find the Gayundah Shipwreck. There it is. HMQS Gayundah. Is that how you say it?
Gayundah, isn't it?
Gayundah. Let's go and find a way down to this beach to have a closer look. No, more construction. It looks like it's completely blocked off.
Oh look, it's coming towards you.
Hello, what's this little fella? Is he coming to say hello? A semi-aquatic lizard native to the east coast of Australia. I won't try and pronounce the real name. I'll put it here in the text. Yeah, it's decent size. So it looks like we can't get to the Shipwreck today. I seem to have a theme for that too. It looks like there's a bit of development going on here. Here we go. Remediation works. Work commences 17th of February 2025 and expected to be complete in 6 months. What's today? April. We'll walk back up the road and see if we can get to the Shipwreck from the other side maybe.
I wonder how that guy got to it.
The remains can be seen at the base of the cliffs below. She was originally commissioned in 1886 and decommissioned somewhere in the early 20s. And she's been put to rest here to act as a natural breakwater. That's as close as we're going to get to that today, I think, folks. This path looks like it winds its way around the beach. What are those? It looks a bit like a pineapple. Looks like we can get to the beach again here. This part of the beach is taking us around to Scott's Cliff Point. We're back up on the footpath again because we couldn't get past some rocks. This mural art at Whitecliff Parade Woody Point shows us some features of the Redcliffe Peninsula. There's Gayundah and a picture of her in her heyday. Now that's a cool gate. Looks like the neighbours in this area all compete with each other to have the best looking gate. Those gates are cool. This path takes us down to Scott's Cliff Point. Now that's an impressive Queenslander house. Scott Cliff Point. This is Jacob's Ladder. Remember there's another one in Perth with 245 steps from memory. This is Margate Beach. We're getting hungry now, so it's time to go and find some lunch. We'll head up towards those houses to find a supermarket with salad and other snacks. This area was known as Humpybong before it became known as Redcliffe. The name Humpybong originates from Aboriginal words that translate to meaning shelter or dead houses. That's cute. There's a couple of cute, colourful houses down here. This looks like a great spot to have a bite to eat. Sorry for the Woolworths bag. We bought a bottle of water and had nothing to carry it in. So that's lunch. We're going to now continue to walk along the esplanade around to Redcliffe Jetty. There's a few of these little shaded rest stops along the walking esplanade. What's this gazebo all about? Sutton's Beach redevelopment. There's plenty of shady spots to rest out along the esplanade here. Redcliffe Circle Ice Saving Club headquarters. Here's a sundial showing our location with Moreton Bay and Island. Moreton Bay. Island's over there. I don't know if you can see, but there's a bit of sand. A big piece of sand is big sand cliffs, and a little bit of sand is little sand cliffs. This looks interesting. It's actually an outdoor stage. And backstage. These views to pool views. From Settlement Cove, we're going to walk along now to Redcliffe Jetty, which is just over there. Did you know that the Bee Gees used to live at Redcliffe? That is Bee Gees Way over the other side of the road. First Redcliffe Jetty was built in 1885, making it a landmark that Redcliffe became known for.
Must have been washed away.
Oh yeah, that's why it's closed with the recent storms. It's washed away part of the beach. That's what that's all about. Redcliffe was Queensland's first colony in 1824. It was abandoned quickly though for Brisbane. Redcliffe was also first visited by Matthew Flinders in 1799. The Redcliffe Jetty was the second pier built on this peninsula, following the Woody Point Jetty that we've just walked from around the corner. This current Redcliffe Jetty was built in 1999, and as the third version is built with concrete and metal instead of the traditional timber. I think it should last a bit longer now. Redcliffe Jetty. Nothing like being near the water on a beautiful, calm, fine day. This jetty is quite pleasant to stroll along. A favourite spot for fishing and jumping and swimming. It has become a well-known landmark in Redcliffe, along with Redcliffe markets which are held every Sunday.
but having to
The
get
Bee
back
Gees
to
were
that
born in
ferry
the
was
UK and they came out to Australia to live in Redcliffe Beach.
and I think I probably sang Wooden Heart every Saturday night. Maybe something else, but that was my favorite. We would look at Morton Island, but in those days nobody got to go to Morton Island, you know. And you could see this. I eventually nicknamed it Valley High.
In late 1952, the Bee Gees, Barry, Rob, Morris and their parents moved from Manchester, United Kingdom to Redcliffe. The Bee Gees remember their time as children in Redcliffe with fond memories. This walkway celebrates the amazing career of the band. Heading to London in search of fame. The Bee Gees returned to the UK in January 1967 with a plan to expand their career and gain wider international recognition. I guess it worked. Check out the clothes. He's still married to her. How sweet is that? Now I have to say I'm not quite old enough to remember the Bee Gees being the early days of fame. However, as a young teenager, they were probably coming back into fame for the second time round. This wall has many photos showcasing their lives, families and their hit songs. I like how they always acknowledge their parents for their success. It's quite a nice area just to sit and relax for a while and soak up the atmosphere. So that's Woody Point Jetty to Redcliffe Jetty. Now it's time to head back. Walking through Settlement Cove this time. Back along Sutton's Beach and Margate Beach. I stopped to have a look at the water in the evening light. .6 kilometres to go. Some more mural art. The traffic does make it a bit noisy for filming sometimes. The tide's covered that up now. That was another warm Queensland day to do a walk. Thank you for watching. See you soon.